Hey, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty. We're an emerging nation. We've spent a little over 3.5 years putting in some really solid foundations, and we're now expanding our economy to increase the liquidity and value of our currency to benefit all our citizens. Who can be a citizen? Literally anybody. We have a non-separatist ideology, which means that we don't recognize any superficial differences. As long as you are of legal age, usually that means 18 or over, you're welcome, and we won't recognize your color, class, creed, gender, financial status, whatever else. We just see you as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together. We recognize that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value to every other member of our community. We'll be having a little affirmation to help us with that non-separatist ideology in a moment. But first, we'll have a little prayer, and that prayer will help us find a path to true happiness in life. And that's something that can't be bought. Doesn't matter how much money you've got, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be happy. True happiness is when you have that contentment all the time because you feel good about yourself and what you're doing for the world, and it can only be found through loving service to others. And the great thing about it is once you do that, once you make that your mission, your goal in life, everything that you want and need materially and everything else just starts being attracted to you. If you chase money, it's really difficult. Money tends to run away from you. But if you go about the process through loving service to others and stick with that process, you'll find that money will chase you. So we'll have a little prayer for that as well. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over there in a moment. But first of all, I'm going to just check the chat here, and it is who I thought. It's Lewis from Portugal on YouTube saying hi to everybody. But we get most of the comments in the Facebook group, and when things go wrong, it's usually in the link between us and the Facebook group. So I'm going to head over there right now and so see if things are working as they should be. I'm going to turn my speakers off so that we don't get any feedback. And looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And I'll be looking for the 2nd of, I think, 2nd of December. Doesn't seem to be there. Let me refresh the page, try again. That's better. Now we've got the 2nd of December coming up. Click to expand, get the comments list with a bit of luck. Yeah, and we do. And we've got Norman Firth in from Doncaster in the UK saying greetings. You know, this time of year is a wonderful time of the year. The weather isn't always that good. Well, certainly in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, of course, it's midsummer. But we've had a beautiful day here today. Cold, but sunny, lovely, clear, fresh day. But it's a wonderful time because wherever you go, you seem to sense that feeling of goodwill, that thought of that Christmassy spirit. You know, people seem to be happier, and they're looking around, and they're looking at what they can buy for their loved ones, and it seems to be a joyous spirit that permeates, and that's lovely to experience. Okay, we also have Akpomade in from Nigeria. And we might as well get started right away with that short prayer to help us find happiness, that affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's going on. Although it is weekend, usually a little bit quieter than weekdays. Okay, So here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service, and through service, attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, right. Um, Nobody else in? No questions. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to first of all do the numbers because I tend to forget to do them. Um, it is the 2nd of December, and in the last 24 hours, we had a net increase of 10 in our registered members to 40,583. We talk about a net increase because we take out people that have joined and not bothered, they've not logged in for 2 months. And we get new registrations every day. So it's the balance between those people that we've removed and the people that have joined. Sometimes it's a plus, sometimes it's a minus. Last 24 hours, we're up 10. Our active member count is up by 13 in the last 24 hours to 3,614. And these are people that usually log in every day. The more days you log in, the more of our currency we give you at the end of the month. Multiply Visa, which is a sister site, but it's pretty much dormant at the moment because we are waiting to move the token over onto the Binance Smart Chain and fix its liquidity and value. At the moment, it's trading on the Waves Exchange and it's selling at silly prices, and there's too many of them there, not controlled at all. So we're going to sort that out. But at the moment, the members area has stayed the same. We've got 15,918 email verified members, and a little less than half of them have actually bought advertising, but many of them buy advertising repeatedly because it's very good quality advertising that we have there. And that keeps the revenue share going because every time you log in, you get a revenue share. And we're up another dollar just for logging in today from that revenue share to $10,289.50. Okay, something is going on which I'll cover in a moment. First of all, I want to tell you that we're going to lose Deviani for 5 days in total over the next couple of weeks because she's traveling to do with holidays and family visits and things like that. So it is going to, unfortunately, slow our progress down a little bit, but we'll get everything done that we can. And I know Debbie will be doing everything she can to help us to get sorted out. What we're working on currently, not today because she doesn't work on the weekends, but what we're working on currently is the 777 plan, getting all the back end work done for that so that we can launch and people will start earning super, super money very easily. Okay. It is a really amazing compensation plan. We got a good question yesterday from somebody on the live saying, when will them all be available? And I was trying to get sorted out on that today, but I found out that one of the problems we've been having with our web pages loading, sometimes you click on the page and it appears blank. Once you click the refresh button, it comes up. Well, that isn't ideal, is it? Because especially if you've got that page on the traffic exchange, it just comes up as a blank page. People can't refresh it. And even if they could, they probably wouldn't think of doing it. So I've been on our server team. I've been playing hell with them for quite a number of days, and they've said repeatedly that they can't find any errors, nothing in the error logs, etc., etc. And they think it's a plugin that's causing it. And the mall we were setting up was a plugin of the WooCommerce site. So I've been systematically going through the plugins and then testing the web pages, and it appears that that WooCommerce plugin is the one causing the difficulty. So at the moment, it's not even there active. We may have to find another option, but I've gone to the WooCommerce people first because um, I don't know much about any of the mole plugins, I'll be honest. But what little I do know is about the WooCommerce one. So I would like to use it while we are in the process of building our own mall. Because everything that we have normally, we don't use plugins and things like that. Everything we have, we build it ourselves from scratch so that we know that it's solid and secure, because we've got to be here not for a few months or even a few years, because we are a nation. We've got to be here for eternity, for generations to come. And so we build everything ourselves, and it's all solid state. It's state of the art development that we employ and we put into practice. So we will be building our own mall, but in the meantime, I wanted to get a mall up quickly, and the best way of doing that is to use a plugin like WooCommerce. But if it's going to knock the site sideways, we can't use it. So it's a little bit of a problem, but the testing that I've done really does define the fact that it is that WooCommerce plugin. I will get onto their support, see what they can do about it, but we may have to find another option. So that is a little bit of uh, a downside. I've spent a lot of time on it today, trying to get things working there. Um, but um, well, we'll just have to see, and I'll keep you updated. I see we've got Stephen McCanna in. I don't understand this. Someone school me, please. What is this, Stephen? What is it you don't understand? Okay. Who is your sponsor? Is another question. Because ideally they'll help you out. However, if it's Frammy, it's an admin account. There are far too many people there to work with one-on-one. But we need a bit more specific question than what is this, all the information that we have, We Share Abundance, is on the website, and I would concentrate on one aspect of it at a time and get to thoroughly understand it. But really, you need to define your question much more specifically so we can help you better. And also, it'd be nice if you let us know where you're from, Stephen, because we don't have you in here before, I don't think. I don't recognize your name. People like to know where others are coming from. Okay. Today, also, I've been connected with a guy called Jeff Hammond. Now, I don't know whether you know him, but he is a prolific marketer. I think he's probably the top distributor, if not the top, he will be one of the top distributors in Livegood. And Livegood have just announced an offer or an incentive, not an offer, an incentive. If you're in Livegood and you introduce just one person, this month, you will get an entry into a drawing for a $10,000 cash prize. If you introduce that one person before the 13th of December, you will get 2 entries into that drawing, and that's the most you can have for that 10,000 cash prize. But they also have a $50,000 drawing cash prize. And if you introduce a second person, you will get an entry into that $50,000 draw. And that once again is in the month of December. And if that second person that you introduce is before the 13th of December, you will get 2 entries into that 50,000 draw. However, the 50,000 draw, you can get as many entries as you want, because the more people you introduce, the more tickets you'll get in that raffle, in that drawing. It's totally free. You don't have to buy a ticket or anything. You just get your entries from referring others. The more you can refer before the 13th or up to and including the 13th of December, you will get double your tickets for. And then after the 13th of December, it's one per person introduced. The Live Good plan is a really, really good plan. If you don't know what it is, I'll make it as simple as I can for you. If you know anything about Sam's Club or Costco or Makro, or these are all basically warehouses that sell products that you would buy in a retail establishment. They sell them at round about wholesale price. Sometimes it's a little bit more than wholesale. Sometimes you can get a deal and it's even less than wholesale. So these are like buyers clubs that you join. And they're more popular in the States than they are in the UK, but they do exist in the UK. The the thing is, you pay a fee to be a member of the club, and then you get good deals on whatever they're selling. You know, they have wide ranges of things that they sell. Live Good is the same. It's a buyer's club, and the fee is I think it's $9.95 a month. I think it's $9.95 a month. And you get a referral income from that through a matrix system. And if you build a large business in there, referring other people, I think on your first level, I think you get something like $5. I can't remember the pay plan exactly, but they pay out every week, and you are basically selling a membership in a buyer's club. Now, at the moment, Live Good have a number of products in the health and wellness niche. Potions and pills, some of you might like to refer to it as, vitamins and minerals and supplements and this sort of thing. And these are extremely high quality, and they are at better prices than you would get in a retail store on the high street, and of course better prices than you would get from a network marketing opportunity, which are usually higher prices than retail stores on the high street, because they hike the prices up to pay bigger commissions to their affiliates. So it's a really unique and good opportunity. And why are they making this offer? I'll tell you why, because they've only been going a year on the 13th of December. and they've broken all records. I think they've got something like 900,000, close to 900,000 anyway, uh, paying members in at this moment in time. And they want to hit that million by the 13th of December if they can, so that they can do it in a year, and at least by the end of December if they can't do it by the 13th. You can be a part of it. It is $10 a month. If you're into minerals and supplements and things like that, you can buy them. They're really good prices. Of course, there is shipping. And if you're not in the United States, then the shipping can be quite high. You know, you can be paying like $25 or something to get products shipped to you if you're not in the United States. So you might buy a product for $10, but it's $25 shipping. So you don't want to be buying single items if you are not in the United States. You want to be buying your whole supply, or if there's only one item you want, get it for several months, you know, buy 3, 4, 5, 6 months supply at one time. There's no order ship or anything on this, because the only thing that you have to do is remain a part of the buyers club. That locks your place into a matrix as well. It's a force matrix, so there is a possibility of spillover, but spillover very rarely happens for most people. You've got to understand that. You've got to rely on your own efforts. So build your own network with it, and if you can do it now, now while you've got the chance of these draw tickets. Now, I mentioned that I've been communicating with Jeff because he, for his team, has a funnel that helps people join, and he also has a training website to give you methods of how to do this. I haven't got a clue whether we're in Jeff's network, but he has given us access to his funnel and his training, and I'll be sending that out to you in a message tomorrow, so that you can take that, you can plug yourself into it, and you can take his training as well. And the training is really good training, and you can apply it really to anything else that you may want to be in. But what he did ask me is only give the training to people that are paid members in Live Good. So you have to prove that you are a paid member in good standing in Live Good to get his training. You can get his funnel, but if you're not in Live Good, it won't do you much good, because it is directed at getting people into Live Good. But it's a really good funnel. There are different, I think it's got 3 different splash pages in it, and you can put those out wherever you want, get people in at the top, and you will get people joining at the bottom end. So I wanted to mention that that is something that we have got going for us, and I'll be getting that out to people tomorrow. What else? There was something else that we were. Oh yeah, on the passive income side, which we are tending to move away from because it is such a volatile uh, marketplace where there is so little that turns out to be genuine, or even if they are genuine good plans, something happens to so that they get dishonesty in their employees or whatever else that tends to stop them working, or getting where they want to go. Typical example is AAS. They're still trying to recover from an employee that stole literally millions of dollars. Whether they ever get that back or not, we will never know. Similar thing happened with BitSport. And then we've got programs like ITP, which they've only been around for a couple of months. They've changed their website 3 times. They now want people to put in $100 extra now just to activate their account. It's a common tactic to just scrape the barrel as they are planning a rug pull. Whether they do or not, I don't know. I'm not here to judge people or whatever, but I can't recommend that you go and pay them another $100. If just 1% of their paid members falls for it and pays $100, they'll make $1.5 million extra out of it if they do a rug. I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying they won't. I don't know what's happening with the existing accounts if you don't pay that $100. To me, whatever they're doing is unethical if they are going to say, okay, if you don't pay that $100, your account is wiped out, deleted, doesn't exist anymore. Because they've got a lot of people in there, 1.5 million people in there that have put money in and put their trust and faith into ITP, and they turn around and treat them in a disrespectful way, let's put it that way. And this is typical of a lot of program, and this is why we're moving into our own area, our own programs, and the 777 plan will be our keynote program, if you like, because it is so exceptionally powerful. We do need to make it professionally presented, and that is what we'll be working on. I think now I've been through it time after time after time, running all different possibilities and through the pay plan, and I believe I've now got it to its ultimate, its extreme power and sustainability. And so that needs to be communicated. It will mean slight changes in the videos and things like that. It's not designed as a passive program. Will it work passively? Yeah. I can't guarantee how long it's going to take you, but once it starts running for you, even as a passive member, you will be starting to see income regularly, probably every 7 to 10 days. As an active member, of course, that could be every 7 to 10 hours. It could be amazing. Passive members will be encouraged to become active to the point of referring to people. Essentially, that's all we need to make the plan work, is for everybody to refer 2 people. If everybody refers 4 people, the plan explodes. Everybody will have the opportunity to receive 2 free positions that nobody needs to pay for. And so if they introduce 2 and then they have these other 2 free positions that they give away, that's the 4, and the plan will literally explode. There are other incentives for people to get those 2 extra people, those 2. Of course, if you go out and get 7 people, your personal plan will explode, because 7 people is It's not get 7 and stop. I mean, you can go on and get 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000. Jeff Eppen, for example, has introduced over 1,000 people personally into Live Good, and his group, I think, is something like over 80,000 people, and he's making, well over $20,000 a month from that group at 9.95 each. Um, so it's all about people. It's all about people, and we will be helping and getting and encouraging you to get people uh, into the 777 plan. But we do need to spruce up the website for it and the splash pages and put a funnel system in as well. So that is all in process, as is the development. In the meantime, you might be able to make some handy cash with the funnel that Jeff has kindly let us have. And if once you prove that you are an active member, you'll get his training as well to go with the funnel, which if you follow, is going to bring you success. Success doesn't always come easily, but if you persist, it always comes. There is nothing that can resist persistence. And I'm not sure. I've got a feeling that there's a Shakespearean quote that says something along the lines of uh, "much water whereth the stone," and you can take one drip of water dripping onto a piece of stone, and it just splashes and runs off and splashes and runs off. But over time, years, that dripping of that water will actually wear a hole through that stone. And that is persistence. I'm not saying, it's going to take you as long as a drip of water onto a stone, but you've got to be persistent and consistent in what you're doing. And if you do that, then it's inevitable that you will get the results that you want in time. Some people will get them faster than others, but if you are persistent, consistent, everybody will get the results that they are seeking. Okay, who else have we got? Um, we got Kingsley in from Manchester in the UK. I can't see any questions there. And we've got one or two people that are missing that we normally have in here. Let me refresh the page in case Facebook's not showing everybody up. No, it looks like it's working like it should. Um, I don't know what kind of help Stephen McKenna wants, but somebody get into him and help him. I don't know whether he has registered with us or not. I don't know where he's from, but he is asking for help. So it would be very good if somebody could get to him and help him. Let me go into the app and see if we've got any people in YouTube or Twitch that we need to answer questions from or welcome. No, it appears not. Um, so that pretty much covers it for today. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, we share abundance publicly. Do check out my new blog. That's the affiliate marketing. I'm going through it as a beginner, just simply following the instructions of my mentor. I paid for a mentor, and I'm following his instructions and see how we get on with that. In fact, I've got a couple of mentors. I would probably have been better with just one, but I'll try and keep all the balls in the air. And we will proceed and uh, keep checking it out. And if you can, like it and share it. That will help. Um, you can on the homepage add your. I'll put a note on it at some stage. I'll do it, but you can add your link into the homepage because there's a button on there for people to join We Share Abundance, and it defaults to Shami. If you have your link in the URL at the top, it will carry that through, and they'll become your referral into We Share Abundance. So that's it from me until tomorrow. As I said, 7 p.m., same time, same place, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. Until then, get out there, persist consistently. You will. It's inevitable that you will get the results you want. If you do, just stick to doing the right things. Concentrate on the process. Don't worry about the money. Don't chase after the money. Concentrate on getting the process right, helping other people, giving loving service. Everything that you want and need in life will flow to you. The money will just start chasing you. You start chasing the money, it'll run away from you. People will sense that in the way that you approach them. Oh, this guy just after my money. You don't want that. They don't want that. Treat them as you would like to be treated. Just help them. Give them a soap coupon and tell them how it works, how they can make money free giving away their soap coupons. Tell them about the 7-7 plan and how nobody can fail. Tell them about the Sharehook program where they can start getting withdrawals within a few weeks if they put their hand in their pocket, and within a year or so if they are prepared to wait and just do the right things, do the right process. Process is what's important. You do the right things, you do them in the right order, you do them in the right way, and you get the right results. It's like baking a cake. You have a recipe, you follow the recipe. You follow it correctly, you get a good cake. You make shortcuts or leave out some ingredients or throw extra ones in, and it could be a disaster. The process. Concentrate on the process. What is the process? Basically, it's just helping people. Help people all you can, and you will find you're on the path to success. I'll see you all tomorrow. So I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator.